Yeah, I don't see it from here. Okay, I don't see it. Great, great. Good morning, everybody. It's me from yesterday who told me that you are all insane, remember? Okay, so just wanted to make sure. So, you came here to pray for the peace of Jerusalem, right? This is what you came for. So I want to ask you a question. What is this war is even about? Why we are in this war? What are your answers to this question? Why are we in war? What is the war about? What? They hate us. Okay, they hate God. They hate God. Okay, what else? Jerusalem. You're right. Protecting our people. Okay, great. Very good answers. So, I think that if we want to win the war, we have to ask ourselves, what is this war about? And I think not just in a practical way, not just in a political way, but also in a spiritual way. I mean, how can you explain spiritually what is happening today in Israel? And I will give you several examples to understand the question. How can you explain spiritually what President Erdogan said this morning? He said, listen to that. He said that Israel is not a threat only, Israel is not a threat only to Gaza, but to all of humanity. Israel is a threat to all of humanity. Are you feeling threatened, by the way? Are you okay? Okay, just wanted to make sure. So listen to what he said. Okay, how can you explain the cooperation between radical Islamists in the United States of America and radical liberalism in America? I mean, all these gay people who are covering themselves with Palestinian flags, supporting Hamas. I mean, it doesn't make any sense, right? Because who are the first to be killed, to be butchered by these radical Islamists? They themselves. I mean, it's crazy, right? But how is that happen? I mean, how does that make any sense? Who's supporting us in the world? Who are our friends in the world today? Who? Christians, people of faith, right? So how can you, when you look at everything which is happening, how can you, again, spiritually explain that? So I believe, again, because we don't have a lot of time, so I'll try to make it short. I believe that, and Michelle spoke about it before, I believe that the reason is, as she said, God's covenant with His people. Some people, when they look at what is happening, when they see the reality, when they see that after 2,000 years of exile, the Jewish people came back to their homeland against all odds, against all logic, against all rules of physics even. When they see that the prophecies of the Bible are fulfilled in front of our eyes, they're afraid. When they see, you came to pray for the peace of Jerusalem. You came to Zion. What is Zion? Zion is Temple Mount, right? What is in Temple Mount? What was in the temple? What is the holiest part of the temple? The foundation stone, right? The foundation stone is the place of connection between heaven and earth. And some people, when they see that the people of Israel came back to their homeland, they're afraid. Because what does that mean? What's the next stage gonna be? And look at another interesting thing. All the world loved us a lot until 1967. In 1948, everybody loved us, right? Why? Because when you were small, when you were weak, when you were only in Tel Aviv, go ahead, no problem, we love you. But what happened in 1967? We came back not just to Tel Aviv. We came back to Jerusalem. We came back to the Bible land. We came back to Hebron and to Shiloh and to Bethlehem, to all the biblical areas. And this is when the world started to say, hey, just a second, this is too much. You are really serious with fulfilling these prophecies. So people are afraid. But if we understand that that is the point, then I think, again, this is our mission. Our mission is not just to go back physically to these places, but it's also to go back spiritually to these places. The nations are watching, and they see that we came back, but we are still not saying that this is ours. And I think that only in the times, because I mean, again, and I'm a great supporter of Prime Minister Netanyahu. But if the first thing Prime Minister Netanyahu is doing at the beginning of the war is to say that we don't want Gaza, it's not part of our land, we have no plans of staying there, I think that's a huge mistake. I think we should say, yes, we came back to the land of Israel, and all of it belongs to the people of Israel. Not because we are saying so, because God said so. And we should believe that. And only if we will believe that, I believe that we will resolve this whole problem. You know, Isaiah speaks about that at the end of the days, the wolf will live together with the lamb, and the cow with the bear. Right? We are committed to this prophecy. But in order for that prophecy to actually be fulfilled, we have to be the wolf. Thank you very much. May God bless you.